All right, welcome to the phone tap. The Unk and the Burnouts. Got Frank and Rob here today again. Sav is still feeling under the weather. She'll be back. She's got lots of stuff to talk about when she comes back as well. We're actually sitting here rolling some of Frank's weed. He's got one going, I've got one going. We're gonna check this out. This is the same way that we checked out. Was it the second podcast?
Something like that. It's
Episode 2, I think we
it's a
tried
different grow though, different plant. You know, same grow, different plant. I cut this one down a little bit later. Waited a little bit on this, but we're gonna try.
Sure is sticky.
Oh my god, it's like glue.
Elmer's.
It's Gorilla Butter, but it's not Gorilla Glue.
Should just call it Elmer's.
Call it Elmer's. Yeah.
This is good butter.
Good. Good smoke. Good bud.
Good smoke.
Oh my god, it's so keefy. So keefy. So crystally too. You see, this is what I've been trying to tell people. You need to grow your own bud, people. You really do. You're just not gonna get the same quality. You get, after you really start to learn how to grow, you will grow some phenomenal pots that you would not believe. And I'm talking somebody will get you some seeds that are some Salmonella Thrillicilla, some stuff that you ain't never heard of, but you know how to grow it, and guess what?
It's that Muhammad Ali shit.
It doesn't matter what it's called, people. Does not matter what they call it. If you can grow that shit right, you can fucking get
It
high.
doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Alright. Firing it up. Uh-oh.
Fired up.
Let me find out. Scotty took my lighter again already. Oh, there it is. Sorry, Scotty.
We love you, Scotty, but you are a lighter thief.
Yes, he is. And a bit forgetful too.
And he steals Sharpies too.
That's not on purpose, though. That's because he puts them in his pocket and he forget. Well,
Yeah,
that's the same reason he takes the lighter.
Doesn't do it on purpose.
Ooh, this is some good smoke. Frank, I think we should start calling you Good Smoke.
Yeah.
Good smoke, Frank.
All
Guy
right.
sounds like a mobster. Good smoke, Frank.
How about just good smoke? We don't have to put my name on it, do we? Just put good smoke.
No, but now the thought's in my head, so that's what I'm mentally gonna think of every time.
Good Smoke Treats.
Good smoke.
Whoa, are you making a Band-Aid, Frank?
Yeah, so it's an outdoor bud. Had a stem in it that I missed. It had a stem in it that I missed, okay, people? Outdoor buds got some stems, a little bit. Actually, all buds have stems. It's where the bud grows. Just saying.
All plants have stems.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow. So we're gonna switch from our normal format right now. We're going to give you a quick 5 minutes of marijuana critiquing. Okay. So this here is some Gorilla Butter. It was just cut down yesterday, if you guys can believe it. And yes, it is dry. And I know there is some people out there who are going to yell at me about this, but I put it in a hot box. Go fuck yourself. I live in New York, okay? It is 2023 in October in New York. Look at the past 3-month weather forecast. I was scared of mold, so I put it in a hot box and dried it in a day. Yes, I know I shouldn't have done it, but I did. Deal with it. It's still good smoke.
It is Good Smoke. The Filthy Goblin and Good Smoke.
Yes, we are the Burnouts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I Filthy Goblin did that.
So by our next week of podcast, I would love to have a vet get a hold of us, and we'd like to bring you on the show to have like a little segment about, you know, maybe what you remember or what was going on back then.
What you feel comfortable talking about,
Right,
basically.
yeah.
You know, we don't want to pry and proud. We know that can be a little sensitive at times. But, you know, just tell us a little about being a vet. How were you treated when you came home? How were you treated when you left? That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Tell us about what it's like now. You're all experienced. That sort of thing. You know. We'd like to pay tribute to our armed forces that defend us, you know, every day.
Definitely that, definitely. I also would like to get a couple viewer choice. Send us a couple of topics that we could probably talk about. Anything, you know, anything but religion or politics. We don't do that here.
I will talk to you about marijuana. I'm pretty sure we will all talk to you about marijuana.
How to smoke it, how to eat it.
Right. The
how to
fact that
grow it.
marijuana actually means Mexican tobacco. But we won't go there.
I'd also like to maybe get the other kind of vet, a veterinarian or something on the show to maybe talk about things that are happening in the area for dogs, like different vaccine
Get that twice and I've almost got caught.
places that, you know, it's cheaper to get their vaccines done for their cat or dog. Maybe talk about, you know, certain things that are that animals go through at this time of year. I know for one, my dog, she has a grass allergy, and she has to get a shot every 3 months to stop her from itching. If not, she loses all her hair,
And she's beautiful with her hair. You don't want that to happen.
you know, she looks like a wig. We have 2 shop dogs. We've got Yoshi. If you guys have been in, you've seen Yoshi. Yoshi's our blind pug.
He's our blind security dog. Don't mess with him. He will get you eventually.
And if you don't,
When he finds you.
he'll get his girlfriend Gypsy on you.
Alright. Who is a Chihuahua?
She's a long-haired applehead Chihuahua.
Long-haired
Really?
applehead Chihuahua. That is a long name.
That is.
Tongue is 6 inches long, and her snout's only like 2.
Oh, Jesus.
So her tongue's constantly sticking out. She looks like she's stoned all the time.
Yes. Bring your stoner dogs by the shop. We love dogs.
Bring your dog to work day. I bring mine every day.
Don't we always have a bring your dog to work day? I was going to say. It's great.
Gypsy loves the shop.
I love this weed, man.
I know it.
Oh my
I
God.
can smoke multiple now too because I have more blunts. I went to go grab some King Palms today. They didn't have my big package. Grabbed 5 small ones.
Sorry about that.
And I talked to the owner of Habits, Corey, who is going to join us one of these days. He was going to possibly join us today at some point. I'm not sure. He hasn't gotten back to me yet, but he'll be in eventually. Tell you what they have over there at Habits. A really nice store over there.
Maybe rip a bong with us.
It's nice and clean, brand new store.
Yes. They just moved right down Lake Road. A couple months back, right? About 2-3 months
Next
ago.
to what's that?
Right next to it's the Upstate Hydroponics store, I believe. Like 2 doors down from it. Yeah.
Right
So you
across
can
the
go.
street from where
The old Bobcat dealership.
and it was
Curly.
Simmons and Rockwell.
Oh yeah.
What about Curly's?
Yeah, they're right over there. So yeah, with Upstate being so close, you could stop at Upstate, grab everything you need to grow your weed, and then when it's done, go next door to fucking Habits to get shit to smoke it with.
Yep. One's got the start process, and the other's got the end process.
It's up to you to supply the middle. I just did.
Or come here to Buds and Studs, and we can definitely help you out with the quality cannabis products. Definitely has treats.
We can gift you the middle part all day long until 10 p.m.
Treats. Ooh, I saw some
I'm sorry, guys.
some pumpkin pies that we had over there now too. The last batch that Frank made, I don't think a whole lot of them made it to the shelves because we ate them.
God damn,
It tastes
I'm dead.
just like a pumpkin pie too. You can't even taste the. And the apple one you can taste a little bit, but the pumpkin I couldn't taste any wheat or anything in that one.
Fucked you up though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Good.
It definitely did. I'm a little bit unprepared for this episode. I didn't do my homework, so let me check out some current events and things that are happening maybe in some Halloween events going on. You know, my son's coming from Florida on the 10th for a couple of weeks, and he's never experienced any fall projects or anything like that to do while he was here. He's never seen the leaves change or any of that stuff, so. Oh, it says Halo series returns with the Halo Infinite, now available with PC.
Yeah, Halo Infinite's the last one.
I played that.
So if there's anybody out there with Xbox One or Series X that would like to come to the shop for game night. My kid broke mine like 2 years ago, and I've been dying to play my Halo game, but you know, I haven't been able to justify to my wife an expenditure on a new Xbox yet. So yeah. I would greatly appreciate it.
And we'll be back.
Filthy Sounds Productions and Studios, your one-stop shop for audio productions. Call 607-377-4160.
All right, welcome back. Over the break, I was trying to check out some things to do for Halloween. I can't really find a whole lot yet. Maybe they're just not scheduled. I do know that they have the thing at Tags. What's that called again?
Tagsylvania.
Tagsylvania, where they do some haunted houses and things like that. I'm not sure the date. I will definitely get back to you on that. I also know that they still do the Bradley Farms thing. I know that they do the haunted hayride thing during the day, and then at night they have a couple of scare houses as well as some of the other things that they do with their candy apples and caramel apples and things like that. And I think they do like hot cider and cold cider. I know that they do a lot of the things
I'm
like that.
not sure if they're going to do it again, but when me and my daughter were trick-or-treating last year over in Horseheads, the other side of the bridge, someone was doing a local haunted house over there, and they had a line a block and a half long.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
One of these days when I go for a walk, I'll wander over the neighborhood so I can find where it was again.
Maybe I'll wander with you.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a wander because Me and Munchkin covered some ground last year. She got
Oh, I don't
a fuck
mind.
ton of candy.
You know I don't mind.
Oh,
Me and filthy goblin.
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 I
We're
said
gonna go with
goblin.
goblin or gremlin. What should we go with, Unc?
I'm okay
Is
with
he more
goblin.
like a goblin or a gremlin?
He does kind of look like the goblin from
Yeah, but you know,
Spider-Man
he
a
also
little bit.
looks like
Yeah,
a
I
gremlin if
was
you
gonna-
feed him after midnight, too.
Well, I was gonna say, but I'm more of a goblin.
He turns into
than
one of
anything.
these.
Yeah.
Except for two
I'm
arms.
I'm a fucking Mogwai. I'm a Mogwai.
Love that movie.
But
So
anyway, if you're ever in the area of Center Street, right off of Grand Central, behind where the old AutoZone was, and you see two people walking along and they're choking and coughing and dying, don't worry, they don't have COVID. Most likely it's just me and the filthy goblin over here smoking some good weed.
Yeah.
You can probably stop us and ask us to hit it if you want to.
Fun little fact about this is completely off topic, but the Gremlins movie, actually, that's why I'm glad you got that guy. He was actually supposed to be the main character, not Gizmo. Gizmo appeared in a few test scenes that they showed to test audiences. They fell in love with him, so Gizmo became more of the focal point. But that really nasty big gremlin in the first one, he was supposed
With
to
the
be
mohawk.
Yep, he was supposed to be the main gremlin.
How would they have worked that into the story? though?
That's
'Cause
why.
he's already evil.
That's why if you remember the next time you go and watch it, you'll kind of notice it. But it does kind of seem like Gizmo's almost like forced in there somehow. Like sometimes he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Whereas I can't remember what his name is.
So
He's
pretty
more
much
of a-
when the dad gave it to the son, it was gonna be the evil thing, but it just wasn't big enough, and it gets bigger. And
Yeah, someone in one of the test audiences
makes
thought
sense.
it was cute, so they kind of kept it like the
Well,
heroic.
It's
type
probably
kind
glad
of
they
thing.
did because they made a lot of money off of Mogwai or whatever.
Mogwai, yeah.
I mean, they still make money off of that.
Oh god,
Yeah.
That plush toy and shit.
But
I love horror
moving
movies.
on, I think in the next segment I'm gonna debut the Stoner Trivia.
Stoner Trivia coming next episode.
Trivia.
Next episode or next segment? Because I am ready to go. If you guys want to answer some questions, then I could throw one out to the audience for them to answer. Or we could wait on it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's awesome because then I can use the buzzer
Yeah.
and the dinger.
Yeah. Exactly.
I do have another thing that is coming for Halloween. It's something that my brother had mentioned. It's called the Woodlawn Cemetery
The haunted
Ghost
tour?
Walk or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ghost
the
Walk.
haunted. Yeah, the Ghost Walk. It's through the cemetery, and they do a lot of the people that are actually buried in the cemetery. Like they'll have people dress up as them and tell you their story and stuff like that. I'm definitely checking that out this year.
Yeah, it's like educational for kids too, isn't it?
Yeah, my brother's in it last year. I can't remember who he said he was, but my brother is one of the
Mark
historians in the
Twain. I
area.
believe Mark Twain was one of the people
Yeah.
that represent there.
Yeah, I forgot who the other person was. That's
Hal
in
E.
there.
Roach, maybe. I know he's a famous guy from around here. I forget what he did.
He not invented, but he came up with the Little Rascals and the Three Stooges, I believe.
Hal E. Roach?
I could be wrong. Yeah, let me Google him real quick and see.
Yeah, Google.
I was actually gonna say if I could get him in here, you know who would be interesting just to have as a local historian for a segment?
Derek.
Yes.
Yes.
I could and especially considering we do this during the weekdays. Doesn't have Phoenix unless it's a holiday.
That's true. So, anyway, whenever you guys are ready, I will proceed.
Go ahead, because I'm actually trying to look this up.
Don't mind me, folks. I kind of got a cold right now. I'll be right back. Okay.
Alright, let's get in the mood for some trivia.
Yes. Stoner Trivia. Okay. I've got a couple of trivia questions here. They're all about weed. You know. So, basically whoever wins gets a nugget of my really good homegrown here that I just grew. You know, and if it's a tie, well, if neither one of you get any of the answers, I'll just keep that for this week. But you know, whoever wins will get a nugget of this nice homegrown that I grew, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do a viewer question, and you know, if anybody texts or writes in and gets the question right, I will roll them a pre-roll of my very good homegrown that we're smoking now, and you know, the first viewer to answer the question correctly will get the pre-roll. They just stop in and pick it up off of us, and they can even say hi on the show if they want to. There's no pressure, but you know, just say hi, thanks for winning mine, thanks for the pre-roll, I can't believe I was right, that kind of thing, you know. Whatever they want. But, you know, just putting it out there. So, I think we're going to start here. Are you guys ready to play? Is there any questions for me?
This is gonna be hard.
They shouldn't be too
I just
hard.
know how to smoke weed.
They shouldn't be too hard, and you guys should know a few of these. Maybe not all of them, but you'll know a few of them. Alright, so, remember, buzz in with your name. I'll pick whoever I hear first. Alright? So, first question. Question 1. When was the first law enacted in the United States involving marijuana?
1969.
Wrong. You need to buzz in with your name. So is that Unk? I'll call on Unk. And you're 1969? No. Phil the Goblin, you got a guess?
Nope.
1937.
Just to be fair, I'm not gonna have an answer for any of these.
Yes, you might. You might.
You're giving me far too much credit.
You
Mike.
might. Some of these are pretty easy. Some of them even a basic stoner should know.
Alright then. Next question.
Next question. What is the strongest THC content of concentrate? Like, which concentrate has the highest THC content?
THCA diamonds.
Correct. Question 3. Which state was the first to legalize it after Prohibition? Filthy Goblin.
Was it Colorado?
Wrong. Unk.
California.
Yes, it was. 1996. California
That's the
made
year
it
I
legal.
graduated. Yay!
Alright. So, that was question... what was that? Question 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, question 4. How many states currently have recreational marijuana allowed?
6.
Wrong. Rob,
I pass. I told you.
23.
Wow.
23 states.
I did find out though that you can go from one legal state to another legal state and carry 3 ounces on the airplane with you.
As long as said states approve.
Right.
And you have to take off in a legal state and land in a legal state.
Yeah.
You cannot have a layover or you're going to prison. Just saying. Don't get a layover in, say, Kentucky, people. We will
Or
see you in a
Indiana.
couple of
Definitely
years.
Don't go to Indiana.
Don't go to Indiana, but that's a different one.
They'll steal your weed.
Alright, so here's a true or false. Or actually, we'll save that one for a later subject. But
Oh, Frank can't read.
sorry, I can't read my notes right now, people.
I was reading.
Can anybody name, alright, name 5 legal states?
Yeah, no.
California, Washington, Colorado, New York, and Michigan.
Correct. Can anybody name one state right now where it's only medically legal?
Florida.
Correct. I
Let's
forgot
stay
you're
there.
from Florida. Damn it. That was a rigged question,
I got
people.
my
I shouldn't
medical
have said
card
that
in
one.
Florida.
I shouldn't have said that one, damn it.
Yeah, I told you gave me more credit than you should have.
Okay.
Hey, but at least you're learning a couple things, right?
Eh,
I got
So-
a question.
Yes.
This might not be fair though because they can Google it.
What?
What is the known strongest THC content in flower? What is the name of the flower?
The name of the flower? That I don't actually know. But can you tell me what the strongest percentage is? Because I just learned this the other day.
That I don't know. I just know that they say that Godfather OG is the strongest.
Do they say that? Well, let's look that up, everybody. How about we make that this week's question of the week? First person to get it right gets the free joint. What is the weed reported to have the strongest THC
how
content?
does that make any sense? You gave him the answer already.
No, he says it's Godfather OG.
mean, I
I'm
Googled
gonna
it.
look it up right now. If it's Godfather OG, that's not this week's question. But if it's Godfather OG, if it's
There's a
not,
caveat, folks. There's always a caveat.
if it's not, we'll look it up. So I'll give you one correct answer right now. If it is not Godfather OG, I will let you know. Let's look it up.
I looked up. No, let's use the ceiling. I think you Captain Obvious. Oh, I got one of those.
I know, I'm fucking with you. So, Unk actually is correct, and I guess that means Unk wins my nugget this week.
Yay! I never really wanted Frank's Nuggets though.
Alright, so,
Trivia question for the week.
trivia question for this week. What is the percentage of Godfather OG? What is the highest known percentage? I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. What is the highest percentage that Godfather OG has ever been reported to grow at?
Which means you can't Google that. You gotta
know.
search.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm looking at it in Google, and Google is wrong.
Because Leafly is not always right, and
I just took
All
this,
Bud is not always right.
No, it is not, people. I'm sorry. That was just one particular nugget that got tested at that time. I have done a little bit of research into this, and I've read the chemical reports when the plants got broken down, had it like put into layman's terms by an analyst from the labs, and I'm telling you right now that everything I just read online is correct. It is Godfather OG that has the highest THC percentage, but what it says in front of me is not correct. I just learned about this 3 days ago. This percentage is a little bit off. So, if anybody can tell me what the real percentage is, you will get a king-size joint of Gorilla Butter, which is very good. Anyway, moving on. Thank you for playing Stoner Trivia. Unk got pretty much all of that. We're going to have to get somebody in here that knows a little bit more about weed than Rob.
Yeah, I told you.
Filthy Goblin knows music, not weed.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's something that we can
Mike,
talk about here. I just kind of clicked on. It's kind of off topic of what we've been talking about. This article came up about the 5 most disobedient dog breeds that you can own, and some of these I couldn't even believe it. Number 5 I do because I've seen a couple of these that are out of control. It's Akita. Akitas are originally bred to guard royalty in Japan. Were also used for hunting wild game. They're affectionate. they need a experienced trainer to teach them how to love. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, some of the more breeds from Japan are a little bit more feisty than what we got over here.
They're bred for war, aren't they?
No, they just seem to be more.
To guard the royalty.
Yeah,
They're so they're guard dogs.
essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes sense why they're a little more mean.
Number 4 is the Lakeland Terrier. Not even really sure what that is.
Me neither.
Wow,
It says it's
guys.
a bold, energetic dog that needs a lot of exercise and attention. They're intelligent dogs that get bored easy.
Oh, they're
With
just a lot to
repetition.
handle.
Oh, so probably kind of like a boxer. I wonder if that one's on here too, though.
Probably just like a bundle of energy that tad more on the aggressive side because of it.
Number 3 is a Lhasa Apso, which is my dad had one of those growing up. And I hated that dog. He was a hairy ass. They're the ones where the hair goes over their eyes.
Oh my god. That's why they're so hard to. That's why they're so hard to
figured
control.
they'd
It's
be
because they
mean.
can't see anything.
I don't know if that's the problem, but he was just mean.
I never actually figured those kind to be mean.
Where do they come from? They are, does it say? It says they're really stubborn. Yep, I saw that. It doesn't really say where they come from, though. It
Oh,
says they're good lap dogs. Number 2 is the Bull Terrier. They're compared to toddlers. Oh God, if that's the case, I definitely don't want one of those.
really? I've always wanted a bulldog. Now I kind of don't.
It's not
Well, that's a terrier, right?
yeah.
Okay, I want a bulldog, not a bull terrier.
Man, the number 1, I never would have thought that they would be the Great Pyrenees. Those are those all white dogs. They almost look like a polar bear, but dog version.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just not fully domesticated then.
Yeah, that could be it too. Let me
Because
see.
they must
what
be
it
like a
says.
strictly northern dog. Still kind of borderline.
Bred to
wolf.
guard sheep.
Yep.
So that
Guard
means
dogs.
they were killing
And if
wolves
it's-
and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. They probably bred a dog with a polar bear.
Yeah.
It says that these dogs are bred to earn,
Well,
you need
that
to,
last-
they need to earn your respect, or you need to earn their respect. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that last one is actually a good instance of that's a work dog,
Yeah.
not a family dog. Those things are bred to guard sheep in the Arctic. They're fighting very ferocious things that are very hungry. So they are in one mode.
That's cool. That's one of the things that my kids and I do on Thanksgiving after we watch the parade. They have the
Dog show?
the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah, I used to
I
watch
love
that
watching
occasionally.
The fruit parade?
The fruit parade. Oh no! I
That's
gotta tell
gonna
the
be-
story now.
I think we did in one
No, I
episode.
said that Dan was gonna have to explain it when he was here one of these times.
He
But,
didn't. Let's explain it.
I took Dan out to Red Lobster one night. It was late night, probably the last table for that specific server. Great guy. I just remember his name being Gerald, and he was asking us about what we wanted to drink, and Dan asked about a certain mixed drink or something.
And Dan was probably a little fucked up
Oh yeah,
already.
probably yeah. And he drank the drink, and the guy comes back and asks if you want another one, and the guy starts to tell a story about why that one's so good and how it's got fresh fruit puree in it. So the next time he came back, Dan said, "Can I get one of them drinks with the fruit parade?" So that's how Dan refers to fruit parade as
Puree.
Puree.
Puree as the fruit parade.
I kind of like that.
Parade.
One of those things I'm not going to unhear now.
So
Can
come
I get
on
my
down, get
pancakes
your
with a
fruit
little
parade.
bit of fruit parade on top, please?
Absolutely.
Like what?
That
Like
makes
you want a
breakfast
banana
important.
leading an
Some
apple
whoop cream?
and some whoop cream. Like I'm gonna whoop your ass. Anyway.
We're at a half hour so far.
I'm good on that. Anything else you guys want to roll with today?
I think we're all good. I think I think we're really excited to have the guy from Habits on here. Hopefully next time
I'm
we're
excited
gonna
to bring anybody in.
we're gonna
honest.
be getting a hold of them. Yes, if you're a business owner that would love to be featured on our podcast, or even if you're a manager and your owner's okay with it, reach out to us here at the studio. Unc, do you want to give them your number real quick?
That's 607-377-1711. That's also the number to the shop. Well, it's not. It's my number, but it's the number
can get a hold of him.
the shop.
Yes.
Or any of the other businesses that we've talked about on here as well. If anyone's looking for those, I can also give you those numbers. We have cards right here in house.
Yep, we've got everybody's number that we've been talking to. We're all associates, friends, if you will. They come in, and if you come in, it's basically a giant smoke session. We just come in, hang out, have fun,
I know
talk about what's going on.
Next week we're gonna have Aaron and Ash from the Squatch Den.
Yes, Squatch Den.
Another
They're
a record store in the Heights.
Yep, they're moving. They're going
that's
to be
right.
in the
That's
mall.
That's why we're
They're
having them
coming
on.
in and they're going to tell us all about their new store. They're opening up a store in the mall, so
Which
you'll
is
be able
awesome
to get
me
nice
because
records.
I want to get as many.
So I'll tell you
stores
right
in
now.
that mall
I'll tell
as
you
possible.
right where they are.
That'd
They
be
are
really
right
cool.
next
I
to
know right where
Ruby
they're at.
Tuesdays, across from Great Escape. It's the game place in the mall. It's right down next to the Hershey place.
Remember that one spot that had the art there, like
Yep,
the little
the
art
art
studio for the longest time.
Oh, so
They are
you
in the
come
old
around
art
that corner
studio.
Yep, it's
and
gonna
there's
be
like,
right there.
They're in the old art studio,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
So
I was
remember
actually
where-
kind of sad when I saw that
Me
close.
too, but I'm
like,
happy something else like
Yeah.
what they put in there is going.
Yeah,
in.
at least some good's going
I mean,
in there. But that was like that's always been there.
Yeah.
Like
I
that was
think
there
it's
when I was a
really
kid.
good
And I'm
too,
like
you know,
30
maybe-
now.
I'm actually gonna talk to them and maybe we can actually shoot an episode of the podcast right from the mall.
We
Is that
possibly
possible,
could.
motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome Dan.
What's up?
How you doing?
And I think that's a good place to end today, guys. We'll see you next time.
Love you.
Love you. See you later.